Okay, and we're back. Round 5.
Yeah, round 5.
YuGiOh, Lakshak, Regionals, YCS, Shenanigans, extra letters,
all of the numbers,
add-ons, everything.
Chaos Max.
Chaos Max, Blue Eyes Turbo. Okay, so now in round 5 we got a rather interesting, we have a deck returning. True Dracos.
Another True Draco.
Of Adrian Silva on the right side. I just quickly want to switch these guys around.
There we go.
And then, so Adrian is on the right-hand side playing True Draco, and then Yaseen is playing Cyber Dragons on the left-hand side. Now, we got a control deck versus an OTK deck here.
It's going to be pretty interesting.
This is going to be pretty interesting. One likes setting up negates and breaking.
So the one wants to go second, and the other one wants to go first.
And the other one wants to go first. That's rather interesting. But the one that goes first, when he controls, he will control.
Oh yeah, we've seen
but
what
rivalries won't affect Cyber Dragons. They're all machines.
Yeah.
So rivalry
there's a skill drain, you know, that's the thing that could really break this game.
Skill drain there. However, the Cyber Dragons is playing one honest, which is an interesting tech. Obviously, just in case
to punch over something big.
Yeah. If someone does attack being stupid, he's gonna be hit even harder, taking his own monster and damage. They're just taking the side decks now as they shuffle.
I'm not sure who rolled that 5.
I did not. Yeah, I also don't know who rolled the 5, but it should be. We'll see who goes where.
Just flashing that extra deck.
He's just like, look here. So yeah, they're just shuffling each other's decks now, I believe. And I think Yaseen rolled the 5. So maybe Adrian will.
I don't think it really matters what they roll.
Yeah, just see who goes first in general. We gave them the green light, so let's go. Okay, so they got the 5 cards waiting.
Adrian just grabbing his.
As the judge calls round 1. Round 5, sorry, not round 1. Don't know where I'm at. Just listening for the judge here, and they're just waiting for that.
Yeah, just a couple of announcements from Chris.
Yeah, no stress. And time starts. Here we go down. A handshake comes out from both gentlemen, and they go. So Cyber Dragon starting off with a weird Cyber Fusion card. Machine Dupe, Pot of Desires, so Yaseen starts, so Cyber Dragon's going first. Pot of Desires first, banish 10, draw 2. Interesting that is drawing that in a very combo-ish orientated deck. But you know, maybe he wants that draw power. The Cyber Dragons do lack draw power. That I know.
Yeah, look, I see a pot in the True Draco's list as well. Yeah, but this is a mobile control deck, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it might be a bit.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of one-offs. Seems risky playing that.
He's even got the Cyberstein in there, the one that just came off the ban list. So
although he's doing well enough for himself,
he's setting 1 card and setting 2 and passing. Unfortunately, Yaseen seemed to have wrecked quite, and that might be his downfall, especially against a deck that loves to go first. But it doesn't.
I see a Machine Dupe, Monster Reborn, and a Gold Sock in his hand. That foiling really helps me identify the cards. I'm not gonna lie.
So you
want a Gozen match?
Yeah, I see a Gozen match. A Monarch's Erupt, a Hornet Drones. I think is it a Hornet Drones? Just check there. No,
nope.
No, not.
No ways.
Maybe an Upstart. But he said
I think it's an Upstart Goblin. I'm playing a 59 card deck. Yeah, incredibly greedy list, but I will discuss that between games. Set 4 pass.
Set 4 pass, I believe. So he normal summons the Honest, hard bricking.
Wow. What's Honest?
Bouncing Honest back to hand. He attacks and bounces back to hand, I believe.
Oh, okay, for the side.
Okay.
Is it if you control no monsters, you may...
Yeah, you can normal it and bounce it back to the hand. So I think he's trying to make Adrian fear attacking.
Oh, sure. He's just showing him, hey, I've got this Honest, poke you, bounce this back.
No clue what actually went down there. But Cyber Dragon core gets normal. Obviously, being able to get a Cyber Dragon Spell Trap just from the deck to hand. Pretty good normal summon. He gets... cannot see or identify what that card is. It's a Cyber Dragon card, probably.
Oh, I think he just said, no, I'm not normal summoning this. He just showed him the Honest and said, oh, oops. Okay. A little bit of a mind game there.
I want to play games with you, boy.
Is there a way to special summon the core?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. So it must have been a mistake. Yeah, because Honest's effect is just to return it to hand. It doesn't special summon it in turn. There's the Machine Duplication.
Machine Dupe coming from targeting core most likely.
Yep.
Nothing
else on
stopping
the
it.
Table.
So 2 Cyber Dragons going to hit the board,
sure.
Just because it's treated as Cyber Dragon, as we all know. Cyber Dragon being one of the OG cards of the GX era. Obviously, just having the free special
2100, yeah. 5 stars, I believe?
5 stars, yes.
Regular. Other than that, it's a vanilla on the board. It's just got that special summon.
So he's going to link away probably into the new Cyber Dragon link. The Zeger I have no clue what it does, to be honest.
YuGiOh. Oh, we can find out.
Just
while
find out what
he's busy
YuGiOh
making his
does.
board.
I know it's a 2100. I know. I think it points to a card and it can attack or something of that sort. It probably is attack based. But it's a link 2, and it's what Cyber Dragons want. So Machine Repair Plant
is pretty fine. He's okay with
there.
that.
So Adrian if he has a light in the grave, he can search either a light and add it to his hand.
Okay.
Or he can, and I think if he has 3 or more, he does something else. You can get multiple cards going. So Machine Repair Plant gets the Galaxy Soldier.
Yeah, I know about that.
Ditches the Honest, gets the Galaxy Soldier onto the board. Obviously, Galaxy Soldier searches another Galaxy Soldier, which is then 2 level 5 just for free on the board. So Ziger counts as a counts as a CD on the field, and during each battle phase, this card declared not an attack. You can target one machine monster you control.
Just adds 2100 power.
It just adds one more power to a monster.
So if you target one of your 2100 or bigger monsters, and it
and then no one takes the battle damage from this card itself. Yeah. So I guess they just use it as a pointer. I guess you can.
I think it's just to hit over as well. The players themselves don't take battle damage, but it will. I mean, it's. If you target like a regular Cyber Dragon, it puts it to 4,200. It will kill whatever it hits.
Yeah. So I think he's trying to decide now if he wants to summon the second Galaxy Soldier or if he wants to overlay immediately.
Oh goodness!
Because he can overlay into link away.
Adrian's unlock sequence on camera
now. Just blurred out. Okay, so he links away into Summon Sorceress, 2 different types. We all know what Summon Sorceress does. You target a card. Okay, so I think he summons Gozen. He flips the Gozen.
Okay.
Obviously, gonna have to send
that
cards.
First floodgate showing its face there.
Yep. He's gonna have to send material. He gets the Sork off the field because obviously you can just they're all light, so it doesn't matter. It's
only one of each.
Yeah, each type. Yeah. Oh, it has. Yeah.
Is it Reborn?
Reborn coming out. He has to target a card, however. I think Adrian has a response with a Call by the Grave, so he's gonna let it slide.
Sure, he's fine with that.
Cyber Dragon's gonna be summoned back after being linked away into a Summon Sorceress. Gonna overlay them into.
Are those both light?
Yeah, they're both lights. Being overlaid into a Nova, and then Nova can bring back the Cyber Dragon from the grave, obviously. And then you slap an Infinity on top just because, as a negate, and then you can steal a monster because why not?
Real nice.
Everything just falls into the
obviously Adrian not finding any monsters because his deck plays 7 of them.
But that's the true Draco stun. That's the way you play. Only 7 cards needed to stun the opponent. So he attacks for 2700. Yaseen then Adrian takes 2700 off his life points, and then he's probably going to take the 2100. Is it 27? No, it's 2500. Sorry, 2500.
Okay, so he's 5,500
and then 2100 extra
after that. 2,100, putting him down to 3,400.
Yes, 3,400. So
that's the first damage this game.
That's first damage this game. Obviously, we know Cyber Dragon has a negate, which is a threat, and if he leaves a monster on board, it can steal monsters. Multiple sets. I think Adrian's not fearing the back row, however, because it can just be bait spells.
Oh, what is reading there?
It doesn't look like there's only 3 traps, one being an impermanence.
I just picked up a spell from Adrian's side of the field, and he's inspecting it very closely.
That's the heritage to make sure just to make sure that all the true Draco cards that go off the field, he gets to draw them out.
An extra card for it, sure.
Just because, why not? More advantage for me. But just keep in mind, there is a permanence probably in that back row somewhere from the Cyber, and Cyber Network also being able to come in clutch as well. It banishes a Cyber Dragon. And when the card leaves the field, or which true Dracos can possibly pop, then it special summons all those banished cards.
Okay. And the impermanence is a little I mean, if he's already set it at this stage, then it only negates in column, right? Or
column and still a monster on the field.
Okay, so it targets a monster, and if certain conditions are met, then in that column as well.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so Magical Plants are being dropped, obviously to take a continuous spell or trap, I think a spell or trap, just off the field, and then you draw 2 cards. But Cyber Dragon and Infinity is just going to get negated, and Adrian scoops.
Oh, he's done.
Adrian scoops. Okay, so Adrian takes game 1 as the down. Cyber Dragon.
I think Yaseen won that game.
Yaseen
won that game.
Yaseen takes game 1 out of this trifecta of a match. I don't know what word that was. Trifecta of a match. You might as well try
3 of something, We'll call it a trifecta. Someone won, someone lost, and somebody was kind of upset.
Being the one thing to throw a wrench in True Draco.
So far.
And the negate stops this deck quite well.
I mean, the deck is... It's trap-based. The True Draco deck.
Both these decks aren't based, don't have a lot of hand traps, oddly enough.
No, I just mean it's trap based, like actual trap cards.
No, pretty much. What do you see in the side deck? There could be a potential against the Cyber Dragons here.
So you're playing 3 Inspector Border, 3 that can only be 1. 7 tools, 3 red reboots, 3 dark bribes, and light imprisoning mirrors, 2 of those. So he's got a lot of trap negation, which is weird.
I don't think he was expecting Cyber Dragons.
Yeah, so I don't think there's much useful. Inspector Border is a powerful card, but I don't know if it has...
But they can make multiple stuff, so
yeah, I don't know if it has application here.
Because they can make fusions, XEs, links. Heck, if you
so maybe just more floodgates?
Maybe more floodgates. They can only be 1 is a very... high threat. You can only control each of one type.
I think it'll just restrict the amount of monsters. Yeah. So maybe the Gozen match not being the best floodgate for this matchup.
And then on this side, the side deck, I basically just see a side deck of an. Oh no, okay, he swapped it around.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so basically he's got the Pranker-tops, he's got Sphere Mode, Warlord, Rivalry of the Warlords, Drawn Lockbird, Twin Twisters, Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell, Electromagnetic Turtle, just because when it's engraved you can banish it, you can use it to fusion with.
What's his name? Battle Fader.
Battle Fader, pretty much. Artifact Durandal, if it were to be popped, you can shuffle cards, obviously, and Volcasaurus, and then Chimeratech Mega Fleet Dragon to munch up extra deck zone.
I think it's just that Twin Twisters that's like the snap.
Pretty
I'm
much.
Put you in.
Maybe the Drawn Lockbird if you want to try and stop them from drawing.
Yes, sure.
Like,
I mean, once he has one of his monsters on board, the draw can help to prevent the rest of them from happening, because it doesn't add. But nothing else. I mean, the Waiting Dragon is not too effective. I mean, if he gets the 3 monsters on board, that would absolutely break him,
but then Cyber Dragons need to capitalize on that, because they do favor their normal summon quite a bit. That's the only thing. Because Machine Dupe obviously works with the normal summon and stuff.
The amount of advantage you get off of that, because that's, dealing with almost all of Adrian's monsters. Yeah. There's a total of 7. He's got 3 differently named monsters in his deck. So, being able to just go, okay, all of those are gone, and here's a useless circly boy.
Pretty much.
And it might be worth the normal summon, if he finds himself in that situation. But I don't think he boarded it in.
Yeah.
It's likely just the Twin Twisters.
Probably just the Twisters. Yeah, I don't think he'll put in. Maybe the Pranker-tops.
Yeah, or the draw. Pranker-tops is just an all-star. We've seen that today multiple times.
That's the MVP of this
Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Scroll.
He put the Cursed
Oh my god! It negates a spell or trap, and you can't activate things with that name for the rest of this duel.
Yeah.
No, the whole duel.
The whole duel. So siphoning out completely Card of Demise, if Adrian has that.
I don't think Adrian is playing any Card of Demise.
No Card of Demise.
He's got Diagram, Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix, True Draco Heritage, Pot of Duality. I don't think...
He probably went for the Pot of Duality and the Magical Planter instead of
the Planter.
Card of Demise. It's an interesting change of things, considering Card of Demise is pretty good, obviously. But maybe he didn't feel like he wants to constantly give away hand advantage.
It also forces you to commit everything to the board. And maybe it's a reaction to... Because we've seen a bunch of Hate Trunades.
Yeah.
And Card of Demise really just plays into giving your opponent so much advantage of that Hate Trunade. Because you dump everything and then you just go, back it goes.
There goes my entire thing. So Yaseen only set 1 card and
passed turn. Even mention Trisbana. I mean, if you Card of Demise set like a bunch of stuff and they topologic, it banishes all of your back row, right?
It banishes all
I mean, it's not in this specific matchup, but I mean, if they manage to do that through your back row and you've played a Card of Demise and you're a back row heavy deck, it's over.
Much, it turns over. So the seal is being revealed there, as we can see it now. He's deciding if he wants to use the seal on the Disciples, which is the recycle one. But I think Adrian just wants to use it as a tribute summon fodder. Adrian did has in his main deck Oasis of the Dragon, or what's it? Waterfall of the Dragon Souls.
Yeah.
Being able to search out or draw depending on what he actually needs.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Cursed Seal can also target traps. I think it might just be spells. I'm not 100% sure. Let me just...
they're just having a dispute here quickly, as we're trying to see. Okay.
They're just discussing timing of when he gets to respond.
Yeah, when he gets to do the tribute effect and stuff,
Okay,
he's going to flip the Cursed Seal. Okay, he discards a card, and that card is now dead for the rest of the duel.
So no more of those.
No more Disciples. Okay, and the card he discarded, I did not get to see it now. It looked like a Herz. Cyber Dragon Herz. However, he does have a Cyber Dragon and Repair Plant, and also Galaxy
Cursed Seal is only spells, so there's no point in waiting for any traps.
So the Ignis Heat just got tribute summoned by there can only be 1. And then Ignis Heat, I have no clue what the stat value is. but he just beats him to it.
It's pretty large. I think it's bigger than 2500.
25?
Maybe 2550, 2650.
I don't think we have 50. We're done with the 50s for today. Okay, then Adrian then sets. Adrian got 2. There can only be 1s. So he sets 3, and then he's probably going to pass.
Sure.
So 2400 down from Yaseen. Okay. So Yaseen takes 2400 damage. He just drew into another Galaxy Soldier, which is not the most advantageous position to be in.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an awkward spot.
Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward draw.
Adrian just like, does this really last for the rest of the duel?
He just wants to see if he got.
Doesn't have to be on the field. No, this is not a continuous. You just can't activate that for the rest of the duel.
Him just being debated completely.
Yaseen also just taking the opportunity to pick up one of his opponent's cards.
See what's going down.
Let me see what this thing is.
So that's the spell search or activator. So keep that in mind. So if an effect does get
any effect on Yaseen's side of the table, Adrian's going to be able to go effect, add a spell.
Oh yeah, you can even get the heritage or something. Just then in the end, like activate that eventually, get a whole bunch of draws. Adrian does have a there can only.
Can
be
you fetch a diagram with that? Is
there
any green thing?
It doesn't count as a true
or
Draco.
Just normal spell. Oh, okay, sure.
True Draco.
It's an honorary true Draco spell.
It's not the sex. So there can only be 1 gets flipped, as what you said was going to be put in.
It's a better floodgate.
Yeah, it's a better. Yeah, the Gozen match probably got completely removed. So Cyber Dragon's going to be there on his own now, and he can't beat over Ignis Seed. So that's
a bit too small. 300 points short.
A bit 300 short. That's the only unfortunate thing now. So there can only be 1. So there's only 1 type of. So he's going to search.
Yeah, I think
so he flips the waterfall.
It restricts based on the type. Let's just.
So Adrian then flips the waterfall. Obviously, waterfall then gets to search him either a worm, which he can then tribute summon on this turn if he flips over the spell trap, or he can just he can either ditch cards in his hand and draw +1, like set amount of cards.
Yeah, there can only be 1 is a restriction on type. Only 1 of each type.
So machine is in this case, even though Cyber Dragon has dragon in the name. It's a machine.
And for Adrian, it's worm, I believe.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ignis Seed is his monster of choice here, and
that's
this is what's happening. I mean.
He just passed turn. And
Yaseen does have a bunch of other options. I don't think that there can only be 1 is as restrictive as Adrian wants it to be.
Yeah,
he's got his Galaxy Soldier machine.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so it is.
And I think you can only control 1
not
type
a machine. Honest is a fairy.
Yeah, no. And then there's Jizakiri guy being that massive kaiju that's level 10 and stuff. Obviously, you can give it to your opponents, or you.
Jizakiru's 2500? How big is it?
3,300.
3,300 is a big fat thing.
That's a big body. So Adrian's going to tribute summon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure, okay.
Goes into the Dynamite Warrior, so that's his
Dynamite
choice.
has traps.
Yes, which is far better because it's on at 1 for a reason.
Dynamite's the trap searcher, correct?
Yes.
Okay, sure. I mean, it's probably the best one.
That's probably the best
for this deck because it allows you to add the floodgates to your hand.
Yes, or activate them straight from the deck.
Oh, okay. This is just let you activate straight from deck. That's
Ignis
incredible.
And Dino just.
But you can only play 1.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can only play 1.
I mean, there can only be 1.
What Adrian can now do is get either Apocalypse and make sure that his opponent can never beat over the Dynamite, so that there can only be 1 can just remain there.
Yeah.
Unless eventually that might just shoot him in the foot.
I mean, a rivalry here would really lock him to only having that Cyber Dragon and nothing else.
Yeah.
Do you think he bought rivalry states? Can only have 1 of each type? Okay, well, I know it would actually do nothing here. It would just be completely pointless.
So you can only control that machine that's on the field. That's pretty much it. They're just having a little dispute here of how.
Yeah, I just. What did you flip that spell over for? He was asking. I was just showing you that I was tributing it for the Dynamite.
Yeah. And obviously, Heritage being able to say the amount of True Dracos that went to the grave.
Okay, it was. I think that's the same card that was locked out by Cursed Seal.
Yeah.
So he just showed him this is what I'm tributing, but it didn't necessarily have to be face up.
Yes.
He just had to tribute it.
Okay.
That's how the tribute mechanic works.
Pretty much.
The only thing that doesn't require face-up monsters just says, we'll find out when they go to the graveyard.
If you can tribute face downs, that's pretty good, not gonna lie. The fact that True Dracos, obviously you can just set the cards, tribute your face downs, no need to summon anything, nor them be face up. So the seal obviously not coming in as clutch is what Yaseen was thinking. But Galaxy Soldier going to be dropped in defense, 0 defense though, but still effect's going to resolve. But he's going to get a trap now because of Dynamite.
Activates straight from deck. Activates
He
it
might.
straight from the deck.
Apocalypse.
Activates it straight from the deck.
The plays are coming and becoming real.
Oh man.
So
yeah, I feel like this might be Adrian's game. He's very
he
slowly getting
away.
like another resource.
Yeah.
Yaseen down to a single card in hand. Okay, he's just two. Okay, it's 3 cards. Never mind. It's not as bad as I thought it was.
3 cards, but I see an Overload Fusion. So that might be Yaseen's plan now at this point in time, to be able to stack up his graveyard to a point where he can just Overload Fusion, banish them all from grave, and then make something huge just to hit hard.
What would he be getting? What would he be getting? What's the Overload Fusion target here?
He probably could get the Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, that being a really good card, just blowing up back row, you send more cards.
Yeah, that'd be really good in this matchup.
That'd be really good at this point. Or we could even go for, I'm just trying to see now. Yeah,
that's probably the best one,
yeah.
It's the Rampage Dragon.
Yeah. No, that's probably the best one. However, the Apocalypse is still on the field, so halving its attack is still a big threat to him.
Oof.
Yeah, halving attack is, the bigger the monster, the harder it falls. That statement remains true when you halve stuff's attack.
Oh my
And
goodness.
the thing is, that affects stacks. So if he has multiple of those in the field, he can
half and then half again. And it's only opponent's monsters, right?
Yeah, only opponent's monsters.
This is so painful.
It is so painful to watch. Even so, Dynamite... Oh no, it's only Masterpiece that would be unaffected by... Yeah, it's not that broken.
Masterpiece not allowed anymore.
Masterpiece is not allowed. And I was just thinking if these guys are...
Yeah, Masterpiece would check what you used to tribute for it, and it's unaffected by those types.
Yes,
correct, yeah.
pretty much. So he flips over a trap, which I have no clue what that trap is.
I think it lets him add... Or it might be a fusion trap? Something that lets him use materials from his hand or graveyard?
I think. Oh, but he's dark bribing it.
Oh, okay, so you can have another card. I don't want you to take that one. So that's not resolving, but take another card. There you go.
Dark bribe instead of wiretap, giving the opponent the 1 draw, but that draw is worth it.
I mean, if you can find the wiretaps, then dark bribe is the solution
next best
here.
thing. Just give him the 1 draw. And he can banish it to search, I assume.
Yeah, I think he's just triggering his dynamite effect or resolving the dynamite effect.
So difficult to keep track on all the effects. So see, there's the
stacking coming in. I think the order was correct though, because you have to flip the negation when the spell is activated, and dynamite's effect will go into a new chain.
Yeah. No, that's perfectly fine. So I assume he's chaining to dynamite.
Oh no, he could still chain after that. Actually.
Oh, he's trying to see if he has viable targets for it.
No more traps?
Might not have a target for the trap to search. I think he has to search like a light or something. If he doesn't have a target... Oh, he does have a target, so he's going to cyber repair plan.
Oh, I see. What did Adrian add with Dynamite's effect?
He added another Apocalypse to the field.
Oh, yeah, you just mentioned this was going to happen, and it's happening.
He's going to keep halving his attack, and there's still 1 more 2 that we haven't seen yet.
Oof.
Yeah. Magical Planter dropping out, but he could just use Magical Planter to take it away. I think he's going to try and pop the back row, the front row and back row of Yaseen's card, so you can at least get the swings in.
3 Apocalypses. That's reducing your opponent's monster's attack by 80%. More than 80%. A little bit more.
Yeah.
There's little things, little tiny things.
Tiny monsters. Now imagine I mean, a monster with at least 50 attack would constantly still have an attack.
Yeah, but it's like a 2. 12.5. Yeah, I'll take it.
I think he takes 2,500. I think Yaseen takes 2,500.
Where's the other Apocalypse? Okay, he somehow managed to go.
Yeah, he sent it off Magical Planter.
Okay, fair enough.
Yaseen takes 2,500 from the Dynamite there. So I'll just take 5,600. Was it? Minus 25.
25.
3,100.
Sure.
I think Dynamite's 2,500.
Yeah, Dynamite, man, he's the MVP. Almighty Dynamite. There can only be one.
As the card states. But Adrian has got 2
Upstart
monsters
Goblin.
in his hand, so
1,000 points for Adrian. And another card for Yaseen.
It's not every day that you see an Upstart being played.
Both these players playing Upstart Goblin, actually.
That's interesting. That's the first that we've seen where people both play the Upstart.
Yeah, well, Adrian's got so few monsters, he may as well play 39 cards. How many Upstarts are here? Is it at 1? Yeah, they can only be 1. Okay.
But he's got so much draw power and pot of desires and stuff.
Sure.
But he does play 3 Called by the Graves. Obviously not going to help him.
It's lazy deck building. I don't know what to put in this 40th slot. It's Upstart Goblin.
Upstart Goblin. So 2 Apocalypses being on the field again. However, the one Apocalypse is in the grave and he won't be able to recycle it.
Yeah, he's probably going to use it. No, I mean, what would he use it for?
I see Yaseen
I think this is fine for him. Isn't really a viable way for Yaseen to make anything that's large enough to attack over the dynamite.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I'm seeing Yaseen's got a Twin Twister in his hand there, so he might be able to...
just pop both of those.
Just pop both of those, or even though there can only be one, so he can finally do something.
I mean, what's on the right of Adrian's board? It could be another red reboot, it could be another dark bribe.
It could be anything. If
yeah,
it's a dark
he's got
bribe,
plenty. Even the 7 tools, I believe that's pay 700 life points. Negate the activation of a trap card.
Pretty much
super old school.
Very old school, but negates battle trap. And I think that's what Adrian was fearing the most, is just people removing my back row.
So he just boards in all of those.
People remove my back row, I lose critically.
Yeah, he doesn't have, like, the amount of monsters he has is very limited. Yep, it's another one of those. That's the dark bribe.
But this means now that
the Twin Twisters is free. Yeah, it's open. He can. I think he's going to take the chance here. He's probably just going to go kill Twin Twisters, get rid of that there can only be one, and one of the Apocalypses.
However, he does only have one Galaxy Soldier in hand, so can he do anything with it?
Yeah.
He does have a Cyber Repair plant, which is
he can afford to take another swing from the Dynamite. It's not going to kill him.
It won't kill him. No.
So maybe he can take the turn off to destroy there can only be one, because that's obviously holding him back quite a bit here.
And then Diagram's also on the field, which we should also take into
maybe it's the Diagram and the there can only be one.
Yeah.
And he can worry about the Apocalypses later. I don't know. It's just there can only be one prevents you from getting into your extra deck, really, because you need multiple pieces of material to do stuff.
Yeah, but no, hands down. So I think he's going Cyber Repair Plant, probably going to search maybe a Cyber Dragon Core, ditch that off the Twin Twisters, special summon itself, go from there.
That's a good line.
It sounds like an optimal play.
That's exactly what you said.
Gets the Herz.
The Herz has a graveyard effect
as well? It does have a graveyard effect as well. So he ditches it with Cyber...
Galaxy Soldier.
I don't think he can search another Galaxy... he doesn't have another Galaxy Soldier, so he can't search as far as I understand. So you can only search Galaxy Soldier.
Specifically Galaxy Soldier?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and there's none left in his deck?
Yeah, there's none left in his deck, so... Cyber Dragon might not be...
Oh dear.
Yeah, there they are, yeah.
Let me see...
I don't think... Just quickly check what Galaxy Soldier does say.
Yeah.
If it says light, then I do apologize.
This is game number 3 that we're watching.
Number 2.
Okay.
Number 2. No, this is game 2 still. If it says a light, then I do mistake myself.
Special summon a
Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. There's an issue.
Yeah, okay.
This is called Judge.
So in this situation, Yaseen would have to reveal his deck to his opponent?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. I'm just reporting, just letting the judge know that there's an
I'm not certain.
Invalid search.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just letting it know.
Okay, cool. So the judge has been alerted of the issue.
Yeah.
The game seems to have, paused. Okay, there's a Twin Twisters pointing at. Okay, yeah, he's popping the Apocalypses.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's going to take the Apocalypses, however, that is going to blow up cards on Yaseen's side of the field.
I don't think the invalid search is too much of a problem here. It doesn't really disrupt the game state. It's just information that Adrian is now entitled to.
Also, it gives him discard fodder for Twin Twisters. That's the thing you have to keep in mind, because he's got a Cyber Dragon in hand now. So he's going to try with the
he ditched the Herz to summon the soldier.
And then now ditching Cyber Network to use Twin Twisters.
Yeah, but he hasn't... What is the effect of Galaxy Soldier?
He can only search a Galaxy monster.
But he hasn't searched anything with it.
He searched the Cyber Dragon. He had a Cyber Dragon in hand.
Oh dear.
That's the invalid search. You can only add one Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand.
Okay, well, we'll have to review this afterwards. I don't know...
I think the judge is probably busy at the moment.
This is something that's going to be corrected anytime soon. Game state's corrupted, if that is indeed what happened. But we'll just take it from here. Okay, we find a Majesty. So she's going to start adding the other monsters
to the hand.
An Overload Fusion, what did that produce?
Banishes machines from the grave just to special summon the Rampage, the Chimeritic Rampage Dragon.
Okay, and there goes the back row.
Obviously sending and then popping the back row as they tributes it, and he's going to pop the Rampage. Okay. If Adrian can still play through this, props to him. He gets through even though... I mean, at least Majesty Maiden can now hit the board, which Adrian was setting up for. If he does out, there can only be one, which is nice.
Yeah, now she's here.
Yeah. See someone in the back there. Okay, it's game then anyway. Okay, so Adrian takes game 2. Okay.
Sure.
That's fine then.
Cool. So we're gonna reset to 8,000 points. So that's 1-1 again.
Yeah. So
another
game 3 between these two contestants.
None of these guys sideboarding
but,
here.
I think maybe just alerted to him that you can't search a light monster.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Something to point out after this game.
Yeah, just something to point out. Because he's probably under the impression that you can search a light monster, not just a galaxy monster.
Is it light galaxy or a galaxy monster?
No, just a galaxy, but he searched Cyber Dragon, which is weird. Awkward! Yeah, that happens sometimes, you know, you get so wrapped up. They're probably under the pressure that they're being watched.
Oh gosh, everyone's looking.
Everyone's looking, and it's
promise no one's going to watch this, don't worry.
No, everyone seems super excited about it. As Yaseen was holding the Cyberstein there. Probably deciding on siding it out, but doesn't look like one of these two players are wanting to side. So they're going into game 3 with a blank slate again. We'll see who goes first. If Yaseen wants to go second, he does have a more OTK based build to see if he wants to hit harder. So basically, just as these players continue to shuffle, Cyberstein obviously being the new card that you can play in Cyber Dragon, it's a hefty cost at 5,000 life points though. However, I think Yaseen might want to go this game first to see if he goes first. It'll be rather very interesting, just to see if he can actually make a nice board instead of just playing let's try and OTK my opponent. So Yaseen seems to be going first. Activate the Cyber Emergency. I think that's what it is. It special summons a Cyber Dragon straight from the deck. Getting the Cyber Dragon core straight to the field, and then obviously searching a free Cyber Dragon spell or trap. I have no clue we still don't know what that Cyber Dragon card is.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. It's one of the traps.
Cybernetic Overflow maybe.
Yeah, sure. So let's
have
a quick look at
probably check that out. I see Yaseen has got a Cybernetic Alternan in his hand, obviously able to take a whole bunch of machines off the board just to summon itself and just gains 300 attack for that. Rather interesting tech to have, probably just to get bodies on board for link summoning. What does this...
Cybernetic Overflow. Banish Cyber Dragons, any number, with different levels from your hand, face up and or graveyard. Yeah. So field, hand, graveyard, and then you pop an equal number of cards your opponent controls. So it counts the levels of the Cyber Dragons you banish from your hand, and it just blows up things equal to that level.
Good.
Yeah, nice removal spell. Good trade.
Obviously, you want to use that early game and not late game because you're going to have it when your level monsters are still on the board.
Banish 3 Cyber Dragons from hand, field, graveyard, pop 3 cards, or 2 cards or 1 or whatever. And then, if it's destroyed, you get to add a cyber spell or trap from deck to hand.
That's pretty good.
Hard once per turn on the name, but it's a good removal spell. It's like a big twin twister.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. It's just the timing that you have to use it in. It's a very it's not a small window, but it's like you need it. It can't be used later in the game, which is the only issue sometimes. Obviously with ranks, and if you make fusions, obviously you can still have the levels. But when ranks and links come,
you've got enough things in the graveyard.
Yeah. No, definitely. So he's poking in for 500 with the core.
Okay, getting in.
Getting in there with that attack with core. So. Not too bad. I already halved it with Apocalypse, I think. So it's 250.
Goodness, even less. This is disrespectful, guys.
Jeez. I think he halved it with... Yeah, he probably did have half it because Apocalypse did get flipped up and he didn't tribute summon.
The mouse chewing the elephant's ankles.
He's going to poke him for 250.
Oh my goodness.
Yaseen drawing a Foolish Burial. Obviously Foolish Burial being very, very good.
Well, it's just known to be... It's insanely powerful effect.
He's deciding now. I see Adrian there has a light imprisoning mirror set.
Is that a secret foolish?
Right?
Secret foolish
Might be a secret foolish barrier. There's a light imprisoning mirror, so no light effects can be used no more.
Oh, okay. That's
a cripple Cyber Dragons quite a bit.
Yeah.
As Yaseen is now thinking what to do.
Light monsters' effects can't be activated?
Yes.
Or the effects are negated?
Activated.
No activations. Even if you want the cost, you can't get it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's... Yeah, let's have a closer look at this card. It seems too good. It's really good.
It says Field Engraved.
That's
pretty good.
Hard lockout.
That's a hard lockout.
He can maybe get into his extra deck to try and get over that if there's something that isn't light there. But I'm seeing Cyber Dragon, Rampage Dragon,
maybe
Galaxy
the
Eyes.
Griffin.
Yeah, Nightmare Griffin isn't out to that. but he'd have to get another monster on the field.
No, this is gonna.
It doesn't say in hand though, so if there's an effective special summons from hand, he might be able to do that.
Or if
and
that's
then
a summoning condition of some sort.
Go into the unicorn and pop that. So that's probably the line that he needs to take as soon as possible.
The nightmare side of things. I think he's gonna use Cyber Repair Plant. Thinking of searching Jizakuru. Obviously, you can search a light if you have a light machine. If you have a light machine in the grave, there's a free rota. Okay, so you search Cyber Dragon instead. That's fine. Search a light machine, perfectly normal. Back in the day when I used to pilot Cyber Dragons, I don't know the newer stuff, obviously.
Yeah, there's a couple of links. I think that
it's all the new stuff that I don't know so well, but the other stuff I know fairly well.
The general thing the deck does.
The general thing. It's just OTK people. So 250 down again, I think. He tribute summoned, I guess.
Sure, but there's a rivalry. Yeah. So what is he taking? 1050?
Yes, 1050. There we go. At least it's we're now at the round numbers again. To be fair, the
50 is a round number.
So Adrian's not drawing a monster again. Either that or I do see a diagram, I think it is, in his hand. But he probably wants to hold a bit back, seeing his Light Imprisoned Mirror has shackled down the Cyber Dragon player. Yaseen. Don't know why I mentioned him as like that. And there's a Monarch's Erupt in his hand.
Is that an Altanen?
Yes, that is
an Altanen. The freaking party guard. Oh my goodness.
An Altanen, which I never understand.
You special it by destroying any number, banishing any number.
I think just banishing from your grave.
Okay.
And then it gains attack.
And then it gains 300 for each of their levels or something like that. It just gets big.
Yeah. I think he's just trying to use it. He might just banish one.
Sure, just to get it on the field so he can make the unicorn.
Yeah, or whatever. Any link.
Well, I mean, the Light Imprisoning Mirror is a huge problem.
Yeah, no, it's crippling him at this point in time. Adrian did just draw a Majesty Maiden, so he's probably going to try and tribute summon it away. Obviously, popping back row and front row in the meantime. True Draco just giving Cyber Dragons a bit of a hard time. He's just trying to think now.
Yaseen is just asking if he destroys the face-up spell, is it still going to have its effect?
Yes, it will.
And I think it will. It's not a continuous like effect, it's just going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, when it just goes to the grave, it just pops cards.
It's not a continuous, right?
It is, well, yeah. It's a continuous try to trap, but when it goes to the grave, it's...
Oh, the effect triggers in the grave. Yeah. Sure.
So Tribute summons Monarch's
Okay, there she is. Sure.
Gets out the Majesty Maiden. He attacks it. No diagram on field, but Yaseen wants to respond. I think she's 2300 or 21, so 200 damage.
Look,
and then halves it.
Yeah, it's half. The Cyber Dragon is only at 1050.
Yeah.
Majesty is? Size of this thing.
She's 2300. Yeah, there's no diagram on field, so she's not 26. So I'll just quickly do the math here for us. 23 minus 1050? 1250 is what it'll take.
Take 1250.
Yes. I can do the math even further if you want me to.
5450.
There we go. As we...
I gotta go back to school. I can't do these numbers anymore.
Them around. I think, just swap the life points around.
So the damage actually, well...
Yeah, Adrian is still on 6-7. I think.
Adrian's on 6,700.
Yes.
And
Oh, I'm so lost. We'll just, if you want to, you can ask for a life point tally. So he took...
It was 1,050 minus whatever the size of the Majesty is.
Yeah. No, she was 23 minus 1050. But, yeah.
These guys are
just ask for a life point.
Discussing. I'm not sure what they're talking about here.
Just ask for a life point while we wait for that to happen. So you're seeing draws. He uses that cybernetic overflow to attempt to pop it, but got Dark Bribed. And he's going to impermanence the Majesty Maiden as she uses her effect.
What is that? Something with the word Draco on it.
What's this now?
That's Monarch's Erupt?
That's Monarch's Erupt. Okay, if you control tribute summon monster, or it's basically a skill drain.
Okay, sure. So there's a skill drain.
Yeah.
But what is the trap on his side doing?
We're just waiting judges now.
Okay, we're just constructing the chain correctly.
Yeah. Judge was just watching something. Yeah, he's starting the impermanence in a new chain, I believe, and I think that's the dispute.
Sure. Okay, and therefore there would be a card in his hand after the bribe resolved?
Yes. Yeah, no, I think the judge just had a misunderstanding of how the chain was working.
Okay, sure.
because the judge thought that he was chaining impermanence after the Dark Bribe, which is a counter trap.
Oh, fair enough. And you have to wait for the Dark Bribe to resolve because the spell speed of impermanence is lower.
Yeah. I think that was the main thing. So Raptor's then chained to impermanence. I think impermanence still doesn't get negated, but Majesty Maiden does get negated.
Yeah, she's targeted with that. When the impermanence resolves, she's gonna have her effects negated.
But no monster effects, and light are also crippled. So double negates that Yaseen has to deal with. As we're waiting for a chain link to resolve, searching a Cyber Dragon Core. And he's negating the Light Imprisoning Mirror because it's in the same column because it was set. Smart of Yaseen, using the impermanence column effect to make sure the light effect gets... There we go, he outed that. Normal summon.
Getting a round of applause from his opponent there.
This is interesting, but wouldn't Monarch's Erupt still do something?
Yeah, it is. Look, he controls a attribute summon monster. Yeah. It doesn't matter that the effects of... so how is he getting all of these... Okay, the machine dupe is resolved, that's fine.
Okay, yeah,
so he's getting the 2 Cyber Dragons. So the Monarch's Erupt is still active.
Yeah.
I think he's leaving the impermanence there just as an indicator for which column the negation is in.
Yeah.
But it is technically in his graveyard. The judge seems to be fine with that, and it's not really messing with the game state, so it's okay.
No, if he seems like he wants to overlay...
It's not going to work, he says.
Infinity is not going to do anything. But can he make another play is the question.
It's something to do. Oh, goodness.
Ladies.
Which does
a card,
nothing?
You bounce a card. No. Detach a card. Back in the day, you detach a card and you can bounce one card.
Sure, but that's an effect, right?
Yes.
And how is it resolving through the...
I don't know.
It's light. Or is it wind?
It's a light.
Okay, sure. So it's not doing anything.
Adrian 1,000 life points.
Adrian gets 7,700.
Yes. So, part of desire.
Okay, we're just getting in here.
Jeez. He's just digging deep now. I think he might be throwing out a lot of resources.
He doesn't have too much time here. I'm not sure what his life total is. Okay, so Shah is at 7,800. That is the... And Silva's actually on 3,400 life points.
Oh jeez, I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah, there was obviously some damage we'd missed. But this is the current state.
Oh, but I think it's time, and I think it just ended him, and I think Cyber Dragons take it.
I think Cyber Dragons took it, because time was called. The current battle phase, or the current phase ended with Adrian on less life. So the first camera match going to time rules, and Yaseen manages to take this.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you guys next round.